Welcome back to AM Northwest. 80% of adults experience back pain during their lives, but for some, either through accident or injury, the pain doesn't subside, and surgery may be the only answer. Here to show us how to prepare and successfully recover from spine surgery, we welcome the author of The Optimized Patient, Harvey Warren, along with two contributors to the book, Nate Quarry and Doug Amen. Good to have you all with us.
Well, thank you.
So
We're glad to be here.
And all of you have been through spine surgery.
All three of us,
All
the three amigos, yes.
Yeah. So why was it important for you to write this book about the optimized patient?
Well, as I was recovering, I realized that there's no handbook on how to get better.
Right.
I didn't go to Surgery 101 when I was in school, did you? I missed that class.
Yeah.
People come out of spine surgery and the surgeon's done with you, and then you're in the rehabilitation process, and the question is, how do you do that? What kind of rest, what kind of food? How do you handle your opioids? What are you going to do about your mindset? How are you going to think about getting better? And people have no clue on how to do that.
You talk about the fact that some doctors need to watch patients, or surgeons need to watch patients for a will to get well.
Yes.
That's an important thing that all patients should have.
It's a critical thing.
Yeah.
Without your will to get well, without your belief that you can get well, because whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. That's really true. These guys all had the same experience that I had, that, you know, and especially this relationship between these two guys, because he was a coach for Doug and told Doug the things that he needed to know to get better. Doug was in a tough state. I'll let Doug talk to that.
Yes, with my little tumble off a broken top down near Mount Bachelor, I fractured my T11 vertebrae. The surgery was 7.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
And I now sport a titanium plate, couple of rods, 12 screws. The surgeon did a fantastic job. Coming out of the recovery, however, both my wife and I didn't really know what to do, what to expect. And so as time went on, the depression set in.
Right.
And that's where I reached out. That was the big lesson that I tried to share with Harvey is, you know, I raised my hand and got in to ask to have Nate give me a call. My issue was I didn't know I could go back to being myself again. Could I play sports? Could I lift my grandkids? Could I contribute? I didn't know. And in the conversation with Nate, he basically listened to me and then said, you will get better. I know you will get better, and here's how you're going to get better. If I can do it, you can do it. And he gave me that roadmap. And that's what we put back into the optimized patient, is the mindset of let the body heal.
Right. And Nate, tell me about your experience, because you've had several spine surgeries.
I've had 3 back surgeries, 9 surgeries overall. 2 weeks ago, I tore my bicep off. I just had that surgery, putting that back in place.
Wow.
Every patient, it seems like they're having to reinvent the wheel, because no one's talking to them. We go to the doctor, we go to the surgeon expecting miracles, when in reality we're getting carpentry.
Right.
I have 6 screws in my back, 13 screws in my face, and once you leave the hospital, then it's good luck with your recovery. Well, how do I recover? Well, we're on to the next patient. So with the optimized patient, it breaks down, how do you prepare for surgery? How do you get through surgery? And then afterwards, what's your recovery plan? So for me, just with even this minor surgery, I've got a baby on the way. I need to be healed up as soon as possible.
Well, your wife has the baby on the way.
True.
Yeah.
But I've got diapers on the way. So I need to get recovered as quickly as possible. So I'm going on walks, I'm optimizing my diet, I'm doing everything I can to make sure that my body is in the best position to heal as quickly as possible.
What was your advice to Doug?
I think the biggest thing was just let it heal.
Yeah.
Let your body do its work. And some of it is just almost mathematical. If you break a bone, you break an arm, they put you in a cast, it's not magic. Your body is then bringing the nutrients and healing. It takes 6 months for a bone to heal. And that's what I told Doug. Just give it 6 months. Go for your walks.
What's the biggest don't when it comes to a patient after spine surgery?
Don't sit around. Don't just sit on the couch day after day. You may be in pain, you may be suffering, but you need to let the body know it's not time to give up the ghost.
Okay.
You need to get up and walk around. But then the flip side to that is, don't do too much.
Right.
There's kind of this perfect zone where you're doing just enough to get the body flowing, get the blood flowing, but not so much that then your body is recovering from your workouts.
Tell me about the impact of painkillers.
Well, they're pretty extreme. The opioid thing is something that people need to get under control. You know, listen, you sprain your ankle, it hurts for a couple, 3-4 days, and then, you know, it hurts, but it's not killing you. The same is true with the surgeries. After a few days, you're going to be okay. But the question becomes, how do you know this? Who's telling you that? Doug was being told that by Nathan. I was being told that by Bill Walton. By the way, Bill Walton says hi to everybody in Portland. He loves you guys, misses you guys. He's sorry he couldn't be there. He wanted me to say hi. Bill coached me and said, get into a swimming pool.
Right.
That'll relieve your pain. Walk back and forth. That'll relieve your muscle aches. And if you don't know that, if you don't ask your physical therapist, hey, do you do aquatherapy?
Right, which you talk about being very important before and after.
Well, it's critical. For folks that are having back pain, here's a tip. If you get in chest-high water and walk back and forth for 3 times a week for a month and your back still hurts, you need to see a spine surgeon because it's nerve pain, not muscle pain.
Oh, that's a big tell.
Big tell.
Yeah.
Because the water, the core strengthening and the zero G in the water will relieve the back pain. If it's muscles, if it's nerves, see a spine surgeon.
You also talk too about the importance of eating right.
Yeah, I mean, your microbiome is destroyed by, anesthesia, antibiotics, and then
Right.
the opioids. So where's the engine? Where's the fuel to get better? I mean, these guys can talk to that as well. They both had the same experience I had.
Yeah, for me, it was just fortunate that 3 months before I fell off the mountain, I was enrolled into a fitness and nutrition program. So I had recently started losing weight and working out, and my body was actually ready for surgery.
Yeah.
That wasn't the plan. I didn't plan to fall
Right.
off, but it absolutely helped in my recovery, and that was what we were able to start piecing together all these parts of, hey, here's how important diet is. Here's how important physical activity is. And then where Nathan helped me was with the mindset. I didn't have my mind right to understand everything going through the surgery or through the recovery. His conversation then said, you can do this, here's how you're going to do it. I had the roadmap, and when I went back in 6 months later for my checkup, my surgeon, Dr. Tony Haddon, said, you're free to go. You can do whatever you want. Golf, go back on the ice rink, play ice hockey, climb ladders, you're done. I was amazed.
Right.
Yeah, Nathan
Right.
went back into the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's incredible. We want to tell everyone the book again is called The Optimized Patient, and I suggest it's required reading really for anyone going through surgery. It really is great. Great information.
We have a free download, first chapter on the website.
All right, we'll put that information for everyone on our website at K2.com. Thank you all very much.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
us.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah.